It's a way of life.
I tasted shit.
Obviously, the environment down here is all salt. The ceiling's salt, the floor's salt, the walls are salt.
Wait, it's all shit taste?
Always was.
Oh, okay. What's up? What's up, guys? What's up? Tutoru Mofos, our anime podcast. This is a live reaction to the best girl winner. We don't know what happened. We haven't. We didn't look at the
Don't
chat,
know
and
yet.
so where you guys fucking spoiled it. Okay, are you ready? I'm
Someone
refreshing the
spoiled
page. I'm refreshing the page, guys. 3, 2, 1. Kage wins! Wow, who
Kage
would have
wins.
seen? Who saw that coming?
Incredible, amazing. Cinderson's shambles.
You held on to the bitter end.
I did.
Dang it. Yeah, I mean, I also predicted wrong. But you know what? I'm fine with that.
Maybe the real best girls were the predictions we made along the way.
Yeah, see,
Wrong
the real best girl for me was, of course, Rika beating Kei Shirogane in the third
Yeah,
A
round.
moment that will go down in Best Girl Contest history for sure.
Indeed.
Yeah. All right. See y'all later.
Yep,
Okay,
that's
that
the end of the
was it.
stream. Thanks for
Okay,
tuning
bye,
in.
guys.
y'all.
Bye, guys. Bye, guys. We did good.
Damn, she
all
won
right.
by a healthy margin too.
Yeah, I think we got 16,000 votes. Probably more, actually. I'm not doing the
this
math. Last time I
total-
checked, it was
This
16,000.
total is like 20,000.
Damn. Yeah, let me check the stats. The voting stats.
The voting stats, the history.
The history. I listened to the last one. I don't think I can look at the elimination ones. But okay, for this, yeah, so we had 16,000. 16,200. Oh no, this one, I was looking at the wrong day. Duh. This one is
It was about
20,578 votes compared to yesterday's 16,000 votes.
And is it just like, is there a clear like curve every single
Yeah.
like subsequent day?
Yeah, it's been
it's
getting
better.
progressively more and more. Like
Yeah.
Progressively curvier.
progressively upward. The numbers are going up. Yeah, I didn't see this coming. I kind of thought Cinerus was onto something with my winning.
Yeah.
I thought
So
you
did
were
I.
onto something, and then I guess not.
Kaguya just too strong, I guess.
Too strong. Too strong. I mean,
Sometimes it daddy do be like that.
that's it. That's the show.
Daddy, daddy, do.
That's the show, guys.
Ba-ba-da-ba. I don't know the how that one goes, but I did say I would sing
I do like
the
that
OP, so I'm just gonna give you "Oh Love Me, Mister." Oh, Mister. That's all. I there should be a clip of me singing the Kaguya OP, but the fucking Reddit sings never uploaded that, so.
Oh no.
Hate those guys.
I
Really dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah.
I did one, and it took like over a year to come out, but it was worth it. So hopefully they come out.
So
So let's
No, you-
let's talk about the contest. So Shao, we haven't had you on since the finals.
you've been in
the-
hiding.
the
You've been
Final
dodging
Hiding in
sniper
public.
bullets.
Yeah.
Hiding in public, as one would say. Shout out to hiding in
Shout out
public.
to hiding in public.
Wait,
Yeah.
Moss, did you not vote yesterday? There's not a red dot on Kaguya.
Well, he's
I did. I don't know why it's not showing. You know what? It doesn't matter because I actually went on Auto Love Pun and voted on that account, so technically I did anyway.
That is not okay.
So Reddit.
I've got backups.
That's somehow worse.
Reddit's failed.
It's like Reddit voted for Kaguya.
Yeah. Yeah. What is the tea? I listened into a few of the streams, but
Nice.
what is the tea?
What is
Well,
the tea?
we did some talking yesterday about just like the history of quote unquote issues with the content.
Yeah.
Quote-
How
Five
like
quotation marks issues.
yeah, right, yeah. We're gonna have some serious discourse about the problematic elements of the fandom now.
The problematic. So the whole. So it's like we're gonna talk about the problems with the contest. The contest is the problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had a span of a couple years in there, a couple years ago now, that like botting was a huge issue.
Yeah.
Um, and that seems to be pretty much resolved. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, I don't know what happened, but it seems like the guy who runs the website instituted some measures that got that under control.
Yeah.
Well, there's CAPTCHA and there's
Yeah.
logging in with Reddit and
Yeah.
there's some stuff.
We also, like last year, the big thing was that like China just took over the contest.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
There's like
I've
reason
never
to believe-
really I've never really been clear on like how we can know that.
Or why
well, they-
China
well-
loves Sword Art Online so much? It's
Well, they've like the Matt who like makes the bracket website. He knows the IPs of like everyone who votes, or at least like the country. So like when he saw like a swarm of like thousands of Chinese IPs, he was like, I think this is
Ah.
China.
I smell
see.
fuckery.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So that was like the big key in. And then yeah, there's like good reason to believe best girl like 3, best guy, the one with Koro Sensei, him winning.
Mhm.
Very obvious China.
Mhm.
And then I think Rin too. So, and possibly last year, but we can't really tell because that's the thing is like China has VPNs too. So like
Yeah, it's
they can still
Impossible.
vote.
Inconceivable.
They have the technology.
This episode has been sponsored by NordVPN.
I wish.
That should be a
Raycon
sponsor
earbuds
for the
for no
podcast.
reason. Can we get Raycon?
So then the big discourse item for
Mhm.
this contest, which only really emerged in the past week or so,
Mhm.
has been like outside, like brigading, linking to it on
Yeah.
other subreddits and Discord servers.
It's been, oh shit, we got a clear shot for the victory. Let's muster the troops.
Yeah, now we care. Yeah.
And I was saying yesterday that I know that you are not a fan of that happening.
So like so here's
go
the
ahead.
here's the tea, sis, of like what like a lot of these issues, like whenever I've made a rule change, it's always been me weighing in like how many people are complaining about it, how effective I think it will be to the overall contest, and like how applicable it is to the contests. So
Mhm.
like the 5 character rule, that was something that was implemented after we saw like every single Monogatari girl, every single Full Metal Alchemist girl, Yui Gahama's mom making it really far. Like that was like, okay, I think we can have like a decent showing per franchise without having literally every side character in the show showing up.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that's where that came from, and I think that was like pretty effective.
That
Then
is a
you-
good rule. Like, it is frustrating sometimes the people who get cut out, but it's fair.
Yeah,
5
yeah.
per show is good.
yeah, and like some people have argued this year, like, well, what about 3? What about like this? And I'm like, those are like splitting hairs. I don't think 3 versus 5 is a big difference. Like,
Yeah, I would agree with that.
yeah, so that's like you got to look at like
Wow,
the
that's
problem and like the solution, how effective each are, because a lot of people complain and want rule changes just because their best girl lost this year. So
Right.
like a lot of times I like listen and completely disregard people based on where I think the source of their complaints are coming from. Like
Mhm.
if you're just complaining because Kei Shirogane beat your best girl this year, I have bad news for you. Next year there will be another Kei Shirogane. It might not literally be Kei Shirogane, but we will have another recent girl who's a side character from a popular series who will get a really high seed and make it too far and kick out your less popular favorite girl. Like
I'd
that.
say we institute a new rule. All girls must have more than 2 legs. I think it's only fair.
They must have at least 8 legs.
Yes.
At least 8.
That's the only way to fix the contest.
It's
Yes.
just Dragnera, no one else.
So then, Shaw,
Just
with that in
Monica.
mind, something.
Just
What do you think of what we were discussing yesterday? I don't know
About
if you
the-
got this far. And
Yeah,
about like saying like, okay, for like the week leading up to the contest, you have to like register on the website in order to.
And
like,
it doesn't
vote
even
for
have to be a manual thing. The website will just
I saw heard
register
that.
that you logged in. And
I can see like both sides to that. I think that's like an interesting suggestion because there are so many people who naturally stumble upon the contest later who aren't there because it was linked in a
Mhm.
Discord server or was like
Mhm.
pinned at the top of a subreddit. So like I feel kind of bad for them too, especially since like one of the
Yeah.
another contention point is like, why don't we pin the best girl contest on the sub? It's like, why does it do that? Especially when like clips and fan art have been dominating the front page. So it kind of gets lost now, even though back in the day it was kind of like, you know, it was like the main feature. Like there was no missing the best girl contest, but now it kind of gets lost a bit. So I'm a bit more sympathetic for people who miss the contest and come in like weeks later. And I don't want them to not have fun, but I do understand how it's like, it's not fun if we have subreddits and discords brigading, which I've had to explain to people because like I think everyone seemed to have issues with like me requesting people not to like post on other subreddits because you either have like the one side who feels like I can't do enough, and then the other side which is, well, it's not a rule so you can't tell us what to do. And it's like you're both correct, but like
But it's also not enforceable. There's no
yeah,
way
so
to.
I'm like, well, I tried and gave up.
All
So
you can do is ask, but then
yeah,
that
so I just asked. And to be
but
fair, I think
no one
the
listens.
Kaguya subreddit and the Bunny Girls Senpai subreddit, I asked both of them to remove their posts and they both did. So props to them. Credit
Yeah,
where
but then
credit
they
is
still
due.
ping in their discords.
Yeah, and it's like I'm not in their Discord, so I can't like tell them what to do. So like so I mean, I can only do that much, and like, you know, it that kind of like can ruin the fun for people. So I do see both sides on it. But I think there would have to be like, if we made that change where like you have to register for the contest, it would have to be also like we
Pinned
pin
at
the
the top.
contest to the subreddit, we make a big announcement. And it's kind of like a weird situation where like contests are weirdly more favorable now, even though they're less popular. Whereas like back in the day, a lot of people were like, contests are just like low effort shit posting, like they don't contribute anything to the sub, they're low effort. Like there was a lot of backlash to them even like before I started doing them. Like there's just like the discourse has changed over a couple years, which is interesting because I think as a whole our anime kind of values like low effort content more, like people spamming a lot of clips or fan art and stuff, which is totally fine. But in a weird way, like my contests are like high effort like
Yeah, they're the
now.
high effort content.
This
now,
is like
for
high
sure.
effort now, and I'm like kind of like it's kind of like whiplash of like how this has changed over time.
Yeah.
So
I think there's also an element of now they've been going on for 7
Yeah.
years. It's like they're a feature of the subreddit, you know?
Yeah,
It's like
definitely.
everybody who's been on the subreddit for any amount of time like looks forward to the best girl contest as like
Yeah,
our
it's like
one
a-
yearly event.
A fun
Yeah.
little event every year. Yes.
yeah, people were saying like so many real life events were canceled this year, so it was fun to have one that like everyone could show up to. Which
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel. So it's like there's a lot of issues with like there's always going to be issues, and I think there is one like facet that people will always have issues with, but we can't change, and that's this is a popularity contest. Like
Right.
this will always be a popularity contest. It's the most popular girls will always go farther than like the less known niche girls who are probably better,
Yeah,
but
of
less
course.
people have seen. That will happen no matter what. And I think a lot of people want to change that. And I would agree with that sentiment to make it more interesting. But that's something that's probably not going to change. So, like,
Yeah.
if your problem is Kei Shirogane was the 7th seed, like, others have been in her place before, others will be in her place later on, and it's probably not going to change for
Right.
for the time being. But it makes something fun when someone takes her down who's less well known. Like that's probably like the most fun people had in the contest because a lot of this was pretty like standard, kind of not very upsetty, as you guys said.
Right.
So yeah.
So I know like people have always said like, oh, we should try doing a contest with like these other rules that'll change things and make it more
Yeah, all these
interesting. AKA
modifiers,
like
yeah.
make my favorite girl more likely to win.
Yeah.
Like for example, you know, let's try running a contest where only girls from shows that are like more than 10 years old are allowed to enter.
It'd be fun. Yeah, that would be fun.
And I think it would be fun. The issue is just that like if the rules were ever changed to be something like that,
Yeah.
it would change who like the faces at the top are a little bit, but
Yeah.
not that significant. Like people overlook this because like older characters who are like more quote unquote classic are just considered like features of the fandom, and so nobody
Yeah.
pays attention to them. But like I'm pretty sure half of the top 20 was from shows that were like at least 5 or 10 years old.
Yeah, and you have a good point too with that, where like I know a lot of people are pointing at like Kaguya as the example of like the recency bias in the contest, but I mean, let's not ignore the fact that like ReZero and Origaru are airing right now. Konosuba had his show last year. They had a movie last year. Bunny Girl had a movie last year. Holo's the only one who hasn't had something within the past.
Olo's the
1 or
only
2
one
years.
here who's like been around.
Yeah, yeah. And as you said, like all the other shows are kind of getting up there now where it's like they are at least 5 years old. So
Yeah.
I think if we did something like, let's say best 90s girl or best 2000s girl, I would just do it as like a separate contest. And I think it would
Yeah.
be really fun.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
Yeah.
It would be a separate contest.
But it's not like we'd see any new faces dominating. The finals
No.
would just be like Saber, Winry, and Hanakawa, you know?
which is sounding pretty good.
Which sounds great to me.
Honestly.
Yeah, we're sounding pretty good.
But that's just because like I'm a wee boomer and an elitist, you know?
Yeah,
Like
we
it's
boomers
not like
rise
there
up.
it's not like there would be any more diversity to the contest. It would just change who are the people who are at the top every year.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, people look at it and it's kind of like kind of funny as it is, it's like all the Konosubas and ReZeros, they've been around since 2016. That's 4 years ago. That's not necessarily recency bias, and they've been like mainstays since then. So
Yeah.
like we have the big players, they've been established. Now we have new big players who will be established. So now like Konosuba fans can complain about recency bias as if people weren't complaining about their shows having recency bias when they showed up. Like the cycle can continue with new seasonal anime girls, and the salt will continue.
Mhm. I think it might be interesting for like maybe for like best character, since that's still like a fairly big event, but not something that people get like as invested in as best girl. To try
Yeah.
out like pre-register in order to be able to vote through the contest, pin it every day so that like people will see it,
Yeah.
and see how it goes. I think
Yeah.
it would be an interesting experiment to see if it could be brought in for.
Yeah, I would be down with that. That would be
Yeah.
cool to see. I'll try and I'm gonna try and hold that in September, so that's like 2 months from now. So that would be interesting to see if we could have like register to vote for this and then see what happens.
Yeah. If for no other reason than just to like experiment with the format a bit.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
not necessarily even to like try to improve
Does
the outcomes. And
Does the website guy listen to these, or?
Well,
Do
I
it?
would no, I'll just email him. He's really cool. Shout out to Matt who gets my like late emails like the bracket is broken, please fix. And then that's it. And, like in PST, so it's like worse. So he's a huge bro.
Yeah.
You've just shortened it. BBPF. Bracket broke, please fix.
Yeah, I'll let him know that in the future.
Starmid in the chat just asked, what about if you had a character can't appear in the contest if their show aired a season or had a movie that aired in the last 2 to 3 years? And that's been brought up before, but the issue with stuff like that is it just disqualifies anybody who's from like a long running series. You know,
I
Yeah.
think that's
like
one of those things
there's
that- yeah,
But
there's
there
a
is logic
season
to
of
it.
My Hero Academia every year.
Yeah.
Like with this,
Well-
they would never be allowed to be in the contest.
Yeah, but there is a logic to it, though. It's like a girl can't be in the contest the same year as they premiere, but they can have a season 2 next year and be even more popular. Case in point, Kaguya.
Yeah, it's true.
yeah. I think it's like, I think also to a certain extent, we have to wonder how fun will this contest be without like half the participants,
Right.
the
Yeah.
big participants. Because like as annoying as it is, I'm sure everyone has their favorite girls who have appeared within the past 2 years that they want to be in the bracket. And
Yeah.
there is this weird balance of keeping it fun and kind of like a free for all and trying to even the playing field so it's not just like the same 4 or 5 franchises dominating everything.
Right.
Like,
You know, it sounds great when you say like, okay, like roll it back to 3 years, recency bias, so that like I don't have to see like Kaguya or whoever dominate. But then I also don't get to see like, I don't know, Bochi, someone else who's from last year but
Who
wasn't
won't do
super
well next
popular,
year.
but I really like, who just won't appear in the contest.
yeah, and there are a lot of like and someone like Bochi, like I'm not really sure if they'll have a season 2, how long like the memes will carry her, but like she might not do well next year or the year after, like after this
No,
arbitrary
fuck
limit.
Bochi. It's all about Nako.
Yeah. But yeah, I think there are some things to look into, but I do think this is just like I think there is a lot of it just kind of like this is just kind of how it is. Like this is how it will be. The cycle will continue with new people and Holo will always lose before getting to the finals. Or she'll
Yep.
lose in the finals. But
Maybe someday.
maybe someday. I actually the meta has changed now, and I've seen people say it's good that Holo keeps losing because it keeps her show alive in the viewers, and I mean in the contest participants, because now people keep bringing up Watch Bison Wolf, whereas if she won,
That's probably
everyone
true.
yeah, so like it's kind of better for her show in the long run, even if she never wins.
Yeah.
So that's the new meta. That's how we've changed the messaging.
All right. I've decided that the way I'm going to spin my losing in the finals is that the Curse of Senjogahara is back.
Ooh, maybe Mai will just have the Curse of Senjogahara.
Yes. Before Hollow was renowned for always losing in the semifinals, Senjogahara was renowned for always losing in the finals.
Yes.
Even though I don't think that was actually like statistically backed up by things that had happened in previous years, but it's something people always said.
Yeah, I think it did happen a couple times before she won another contest, and people were like, "Oh, but this contest isn't as fun, but at least she won." Oh well. But
Right.
yes,
Wait.
she was cursed, and
What's up?
Okay, the first 3 contests, she would lose to the eventual winner.
yeah,
that was it. That was it.
Yeah. It's interesting to see.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly thought Mai was gonna win because she has like the waifu appeal of Senjogahara without a lot of the bite that draws people away from Senjogahara. I thought she was definitely gonna take it, but I'm happily surprised that Kaguya took it. And despite my bias, I did not rig the contest.
It's the mild snark. That's what people
Like the mild snark without the full-on
Yeah.
stapling snark.
Yes.
without physical assault.
Yeah. Can't relate.
I just want to point out with these Senjogahara things, each time she would lose, it would be within 200 votes.
That's the worst.
She was really cursed.
That is cursed.
Now we get the Edward Elric curse.
Yep.
Yeah,
He's like more cursed.
I feel like Mai is gonna be the new. We'll make it to second place every year for like the next 5 years.
It could be. I don't. Is there like more Bunny Girl Senpai coming? Does anyone know?
I don't think
not
it's
confirmed.
I wouldn't be surprised to see
I
like
feel
mine
there's
never get
books
this far
enough
again.
for the season. I don't know if it stopped after the movie. I don't think it did.
Yeah.
I feel like there's gonna be a season 2 at some point.
If there never is, though, I would not be surprised to see like mine never make it this far again.
Oh, I think
It
she's
will-
gonna make it far next year too. I don't think she's
Yeah.
gonna win, but she'll be like the Rem. Except she won't win.
It'll be interesting to see because I mean, I know it's not as recent, but she did have a movie come out last year, like the end of last year.
She could also win Best Character. That's true.
Wasn't
We
the-
do have that. We have that coming up.
Wasn't
Always
it-
something fun to look forward to.
I thought the movie was this
So
year.
if it truly is the Senjo curse, she could get it out of the way right away, winning Best Character like Senjo.
That's true.
But I have seen a lot of people say that Mai is like best girl material, but not best character material, and we will see if that holds true because it never actually holds true. No one actually means that.
Yeah, I always think that like distinction is like super small brain too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but because I can respect the idea of like your best girl, your waifu is different than your favorite female character. Because sometimes it's just like I like their design, they have a nice personality. If I was an anime character, I'd date them. If they were real, I'd date them, vice versa. Like I respect that. I can respect the difference of opinion. But I do like also like the idea of like they're a great character, so that makes them my best girl. You know,
Right.
I generally fall in line with
It's
that.
like an
Yeah.
Asuka. It's like good character, would not date.
No, you have no taste, Danik.
She would kill
I-
me.
Panic has a lot of. He might not have taste, but he does have self-preservation, and he will yeet himself as far away from a violent psychopath like that.
I mean, I feel like
Doesn't his waifu like kill males of her species after mating?
But he's not
I
of the
don't think they
That's
have
true.
dudes.
Yeah, I mean that is a good question, but
Alright.
but yeah,
Here's another question for all of you. So
Okay.
looking forward to next year, who's a girl who came out in the past year wasn't available for this contest that you
Ooh.
think is going to just like fucking kick ass?
I actually wanted to bring this up, because I've been thinking about this. Okay, so we knew going into this year, we absolutely knew that the Kaguya characters and the Bunny Girl characters, they would show up, they would completely revolutionize this contest.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think that's going to happen again next year. Like, I don't think that
Can't
anyone
think of
within...
any, no.
I don't think that there's anyone within the last year that's really been, Reddit's girl.
Yeah.
How about
I mean,
Claire
Yeah, I
from
agree with that.
Gleipnir?
No.
What? What'd you say?
Best show.
Claire from Gleipnir.
Gleipnir.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, Abby from Great Pretender. She's cute.
Is she even eligible? Would she even be eligible?
I don't know.
Well, this is
Counts
also going
as-
to be like the most
like, it's
down
listed
year
as
of
a
anime
spring
of all
show.
time.
yeah, right. It's true.
Like, there's no anime coming out this year. Well, very little anime coming out this year. So.
Well, actually, I mean, it's mostly starting
Sequels.
now,
Oh.
which wouldn't be eligible anyway.
How
But
the fuck
well, that's
do
a good
I
point.
see-
But like, yeah, like I mean, I'm sure that there would be some girls that would be like top 50, top 100. Like, what's the name? Kohaku from Doctor Stone. I'm sure would be pretty popular.
Yeah, she's like the only one I can think of.
Yeah, we've also got I mentioned this last time, but Shinobu from Demon Slayer wasn't eligible this year.
Oh,
Oh
that's
yeah.
true. That's
Yeah,
true.
I can see her being pretty. I don't know. She's like
Oh,
she's
will
like
she be
very.
from-
I mean,
Forgotten.
I think that
That's
she like if Nezuko can get top 25, she absolutely would get top 25 this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
could
I
see
don't know
that.
about next year though. I think it would depend on what's going on with the movie and if she
Or-
appears
It
in
just
that.
depends on how much they calm down, like how much the hype
Were-
calms down.
Were the Fire Force girls eligible this year?
No.
They'd
they
be
weren't.
eligible next year.
Would
Oh my
Maki
god,
do
you
good?
did? Oh my gosh, I don't think so because everyone
Listen.
cites her as the reason they don't like the show.
Yeah.
How about Rachel from Tower of God?
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing how that one goes.
Or Bakarina from Hamifura?
Oh, Bakarina is a pretty good one.
What is she from?
Hamifura, the
It's like-
Otome
Oh,
game.
that one.
Live as a villainess.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
I don't know if she's like super Reddit popular though. Like
Yeah.
I could see her making top 50. I don't know about like
Yeah.
top
Yeah,
25.
same. I don't
Yeah.
think she's gonna win it or have any chance really. But
What
she
about
will. She's good.
Beastars girls?
Same thing. I
I
think
don't-
that she's. I actually think she's
I
way
don't
less
either.
popular.
The Beastars guys will do a lot better than the Beastars girls.
Yeah.
Haru
Yeah.
Gang.
I think
Juno
Haru could get
gang.
like. I think Haru could get like in the 80s or the 90s,
Mhm.
but I don't
Yeah.
think she'll be that high.
I don't know how popular it is on Reddit
Why
because
is
I
Mal
feel it's
not
kind of like
loading
a
for the
Hoseki
1000th
no
time?
Kuni where like people like it but it's not super popular, you know?
Yeah. Right.
What else was this year?
Yeah, but I think Beastars is definitely like the breakout most popular new anime series of the past year, but it's not
Mhm.
Yeah.
popular in the circles that like
How about-
go on Reddit.
Yeah, it's not popular enough to
Kanamori.
like be it. Yeah, that's it. She won't do like super well, but she'll do
Yeah.
like well.
Yeah,
predict top
Kanamori will
50
be
as
one of
well.
those girls who like wins like 2 rounds and everyone pops
Oh.
off and then she loses to someone.
Oh,
She'll
Kanamori's
take an
a good
upset
one.
and then she'll die.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think Kanamori would be pretty popular.
Yeah.
Oh, the other one is Ishtar.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we did mention
wait,
the.
Dragon-
It's going to be interesting seeing how the
Allowed?
Fate
Yeah, she's different. Yeah, close
yeah.
enough.
It'll be interesting to see what Fate does next year because there are lots of Grand Order girls
Yeah.
that people
It's
like.
weird how the Grand Order girls don't do well enough now, or that the Grand Order game hasn't like propelled Saber higher. It's so weird. Like everyone's addicted to that game, and it still hasn't like done anything for their standing.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's interesting that like
Thanks,
you know, most of the characters in Grand Order that people pop off about who play the game like aren't really in anime at all.
Yeah.
And, you know, like Saber is still like the fake girl who does the best in the contest, but she's like
Mhm.
barely in Grand Order.
Yeah, that makes sense.
How, how
I
about
mean, like
Brooke?
maybe
Girl
when we
from
get the
Brooke.
Camelot anime movies, like that version of Saber,
Mm.
who's like not actually Saber, will maybe
Wow,
like
spoiler.
reinvigorate
shit.
her a bit. But I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like Bacon mentioned the bunny. Speaking of bunny girls, the bunny girl from My Hero Academia,
Oh, that girl Mikado or something?
Yeah.
Mirko.
Mirko? Yeah, she's
Yeah,
like
That's
she
a
will.
meme.
She showed up at the end of season 4, so she's gonna be eligible.
And
And I
people
feel
will
like the manga hype
Oh,
will
yeah.
carry her
Like-
far.
she's like finally she's like finally good female character material from Hiroaka. As in like she does things.
As in she's ripped.
She's ripped, has good design. I'm just saying, like, maybe it's just the Beastars fan in me, but I swear, like, the best characters in Hero Aka have the animal designs. I know how
Yes.
that sounds. It doesn't sound good, but you know what I mean.
Have you watched One Piece?
Beastars.
Well, now I'm scared. Now I don't want to. Now I don't want to know on that one.
There's a lot of animal characters
Oh,
in
but
the
some of,
later
those,
chapters.
some of those look very bad. Like, I know.
Yeah, but then there's also like again a bunny girl, just named
yeah.
Carrot.
Oh,
I don't know how she did. She must have been eligible in this.
oh, I guess I can't even ask you guys how you feel about the outcomes with like Kaguya beating Mai if you got like Cinerus and Maz haven't seen Bunny Girl. Are you guys gonna watch Bunny Girl now? Or are you guys not going to because she lost?
Nope.
My stance for a long time has been that I will watch Bunny Girl eventually.
Yeah.
I just haven't gotten around to it.
It's just no rush.
You know, like it gets compared to Monogatari too much for me to not watch it.
I think you got to do it as a fan
Yeah.
because I'd be interested to
Kinda
see
have
your
to.
opinions. And
Like I feel obligated to have an opinion.
yeah, I want to see if you like venomously hate it or if you're like, guys, this is actually a pretty decent show and I appreciate the things it
Guys,
has.
this is actually better than Monogatari.
Yeah.
I
would
am
be
a changed man.
Cinerus will be compelled by him kicking the other girl's butt, and he'll be like, "This is my MC."
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
But yeah, Fabrizio was asking, "Are we happy with Kaguya winning?"
Yeah.
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 A lot of people are gonna be like, "Well, first seed boring," which we haven't had happen before. So I
But
think
that's the first time ever. So
Yeah,
reference.
so
Yeah, this is the curse broken.
I think it's a boring winner because she's first seed, but like this is easily the most happy I've ever been with a first seed in the contest.
me too, and I love Kaguya. I think she's very deserving of this. I know there are a lot of people who will say like, "Mai deserves it" or "Holo deserves it," but like, I think everyone, I like this final 8 pretty much. I think it's a pretty good final 8, especially compared to other best girl final 8s. I think Kaguya is deserving of winning. You know, I think she's very much deserving because as much as people want to say recency bias, which it 100% is, we can't forget that Kaguya has been a very popular franchise for at least 5 years on our manga. Like, this has been
Yeah, that's true.
like a huge franchise, the number one
Imagine
anime
if
adaptation list. Like,
Komi-san ever got an adaptation, she'd just win immediately.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that would be interesting. I heard that
Would-
fell off for some people, so I don't know
Would the
how.
Doctor, would the Dr. Stone girls do good? They'll be eligible next
I
year.
don't know.
I doubt it.
I don't
Yeah,
think
no,
so.
I said.
How about Ari Fureta, guys?
Oh no.
Oh, oh no.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't.
thanks,
like
man.
Ma said, I think the
Humble
one
French
blonde girl
website.
whose name escapes me from Dr. Stone will do like
Kohaku.
The main
okay.
girl.
Kohaku, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
She cute. She a cute.
No,
Yeah, she-
nobody in that show is cute.
They have the
That show
red
has
eyes.
the most
She's
trash
kind
The
character
melon
designs.
girl is cute.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
cute.
the melon girl is cute.
If Act 8 got an adaptation, Kei and Chiyoko would be top 2, but we gotta get an Act Age adaptation to make it happen.
Mhm.
Chiyoko.
Isn't it getting an anime?
No, I got like a stage play. Bullshit. I mean, yeah, they actually feature stage plays in the show, but fuck that. But yeah, I'm happy with
All my
Kaguya.
homies hate stage plays.
Big shout out to, this is kind of random and out of pocket, but big shout out to the R Megami mod who did not post the
Oh, no.
he did not post the thread to his subreddit and defended not
Oh, happy birthday, Tay.
Hi, Tay.
Reddit is
Hi,
the stream is
guys.
not working.
Look what we
Yeah,
got you for your
Tay killed the
birthday.
stream.
I killed the stream! Fuck, I killed the stream!
Wait, are we dead?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Or
I don't know.
are we
Just
dead
re-
there?
God damn it.
It's not
No one's
telling me
talk-
to stop streaming.
I'm
Oh.
refreshing it.
I'm refreshing it like crazy. All I wanted in my, like, I'll be honest with you guys. I didn't even really vote.
Viewers
during
are
the pro-
dropping rapidly, so I assume that we're
Yeah, we're
not
ending.
online.
Yeah.
How many people
I don't know
watching? How many people were watching at some point?
we were up to like
75?
70.
Yeah.
We had that many
Yeah.
yesterday too.
Wow, good job. But why
Yeah,
didn't
job,
why didn't the chat show up for yesterday's? It's not fair.
Wait, I hear Tay talking
Okay.
on
Yeah.
the stream, so I think
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Oh.
I guess we're
Oh.
back.
Help!
Oh.
Maybe
Thank
I
you,
just
guys.
overloaded my internet because.
Oh, it's been on and off lagging. They said,
Yeah.
but it's back.
I hear.
now.
Oh,
It's
we
back.
were probably just quiet for a bit. I think. Happy birthday, Tay. People are saying in the chat. So.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
Happy
Welcome
birthday
back.
to Tay.
And happy birthday to
Um,
your mom, I guess. Same
Yeah.
day.
Tay's mom.
Honestly, they were like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And I was like, "All I want is for Mai to not win the best girl contest."
And
That's
your
it.
wish
And
came
it
true.
came true. It was the best birthday ever. All I wanted was for Mai to not win.
And you got that.
I did.
That's exciting. What a great birthday.
What a great birthday indeed.
I'm calling it birthday forever.
What a
Thank
great pun.
But yeah, I just wanted to express my thank you to everyone. In fact, I just want to let everyone know I actually didn't vote during the entire bracket until the final because I was like, I feel like if I need to
You're
cast
part
the
of the
deciding
brigade.
vote, I gotta wait until the very last one, the decisive one.
That
And
makes
I
it
was
stronger.
glad. Yeah, I was
And
apparently
Kaguya's moment of need.
The hero
Tay
always
rides in on a white stallion.
It was
hero always
decided by
arrives
one.
late.
Hiding vote in the dire
Yes.
hour.
my vote was actually worth like 200 something ish,
Yeah.
2000
Oh my God,
something.
Maybe that's how we'll do it.
There we
Every-
go. Yeah.
You register and you
yeah.
get a certain amount of votes, and you can just save them till the end.
No, I was gonna say the opposite of, I don't remember if it was yours or Bacon's idea from yesterday of like your vote
the more
compounds
you
like every
vote.
day in a row you vote.
Mm.
Do it the
That's fine.
opposite. The more you don't vote,
The
more
more
your
you
vote is
can use
worth.
at the
like
end and just
You
save
can only
them
use
all.
20 votes. You
Yes.
can only
That's
use
when the
20.
real strategic voting will come in.
Yo, See, that's good strategic voting because then you can't just vote for like random characters where you've only seen like one of the shows and you're like, okay, that one's pretty. You got to save
Yeah.
for your favorites, and that would
Like,
be interesting.
If
Go,
you're
like,
a
round
Kaguya
one.
stan, do you save all of your votes for the finals, or do you or do you space
but
them
then
out
you run
so
the
that he
risk
doesn't get
of
knocked
her
out by
getting-
some nobody in the
Yeah,
early
exactly.
rounds?
Yeah.
You run the risk of her getting knocked out early because everybody's
man.
saving their vote.
Guys, we
man.
fixed the
The
contest.
strategic voting.
fixed
Yep.
This is like a game show now.
This is exciting.
Wait,
pretty
like you
dope,
have to like rotate among a coalition of people.
So you
So
you
that-
pop in first round for your girl, give her half your votes, just like some right, and then you save the rest until
Yeah.
there's like a real tight spot for a rainy day.
That's crazy.
I feel bad. Fabrizio asked me who my votes were in the quarterfinals. I guess I could just list them real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
Did Kaguya over Amelia, Hayasaka over Aqua, Holo over Megumin, sorry Maz, and then
Wow.
Chika over Mai, and then I did Kaguya and Holo, and then Kaguya. It's not showing my votes either, though.
Wait, you voted Hayasaka over Aqua? You love Aqua.
Yeah. I think Hayasaka's funnier, so.
Yeah, it's not a
Right.
slay. It's just a.
Here's
You
the
know?
here's the tea. This is like karma coming full circle. Is that like, and
Okay.
they beat
That
like
lag.
quote legit characters? It would be like, well, I think they're funnier, so I'm voting for it. And now it has come full circle with me finding the Kaguya characters funnier, so I vote for the funnier over the funnier character.
Ah,
I really wanted Amelia to go up against Megumin because
Ooh,
we
that would be cool.
rarely got it in Isekai Quartet,
We
and I
need to
wanted to at least get it in
try
Best
Quartet.
Girl. Oh,
That'd be cool. But Fade, how do you feel about this final 8 overall turn of events?
You know, this was a really fun bracket. I think
Mhm.
the Best Girl intro, the March Madness one, like filled me with feels because you know we didn't
Yeah.
get March Madness this year, so it was nice to have that intro, and it really felt like everyone came together. Thank you,
Yeah.
Shaw, for like helping us for what, 5 years
I'm
now.
like,
It's
big shout out
crazy.
to Jordy for doing the original one and
Yeah.
unfortunately getting banned. So I took it up.
R.I.P.
For,
Jordy.
Shout out
Jordy.
to by the way, shout out to BT Salt on Discord who made that intro.
yeah,
Yes.
shout out to
Oh,
Panic.
yeah.
and
That intro is so fucking good.
It's
Yeah,
so
I
good.
know. It's he also made the logo that we've been using, the Best Girl
Yeah.
7
Yeah.
logo.
What a bro. And it's like, you know,
Then a
it's been a lot of
shit-ass
fun.
remix of it, and then
Yeah, and then Panic did the Space remix.
shout out
this
to
the first
Wilson for
time the
providing
num-
some voice acting.
Yep, that's Wilson.
Oh yeah. Is this the first time the number 1 seed has won it all?
Yep.
It is.
Yes, it is.
It took 7 years, but that's crazy.
Yeah,
It's historic.
Oh god, I love Maple.
Yeah,
Miss Maple.
I brought her up because we were
She was in
That's
a,
where we got cut off.
before when everything got destroyed, we were
Before
talking
everything-
about
Before
newcomers
Tay
for next year.
Dive bombed the stream and everything died.
Tay appeared on
Maple
stream
from-
because we were talking about Maple and he loves Maple.
I do love
Maple
Maple.
from a show with a guy with a shield, and it's not Shield Hero.
No,
Yeah,
no.
it's
So
the
she's
other
a girl with the shield. She's not Mashu. Is
Oh,
how I called her.
Bofuri.
Bofuri. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Bofuri.
Bofuri.
Ah.
She's like Mashu, but not.
Speaking of Mashu, Tay, you think Mashu's gonna
Oh yeah,
be in the
Mashu's gonna
contest
be
next
in
year?
next year. Absolutely.
Oh man. Well,
Isn't
if
Mashu technically already eligible because she was
I
in
think
that
she's
opening?
technically already eligible. Yeah.
But isn't
yeah,
she
but
super popular.
I think Temple of Time and Camelot are really gonna solidify it.
I
Because
hope
those
so.
are very Mashu centric, whereas Babylonia is not really that Mashu centric. Babylonia is more like Gil, Ishtar, Eresh.
Is Temple of Time
centric.
another anime that's coming out?
Yeah, it's the final chapter of FGO, which I guess is
Of the
technically a
first-
spoiler
The first arc.
of
Yeah.
the first part. Yeah. God.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh wait,
That's-
this
I'm
is
been-
so perfect.
I'm interested to see what they'll do with Temple of Time because it kind of like sucks and doesn't have a story, aside from just like the one thing that happens at the end.
It kind of sucks and is bad.
So like the first 7 parts are them just like it's like this.
It's
you
basically
know
just
that-
like,
you
hey,
know-
remember all of these characters? They're back.
Remember, you know how in like every heist movie, like right before they go do the heist, they look into the camera and they're like, "This is gonna
Okay,
need
So here's the plan.
a team. This
Yeah.
is gonna need a team." Like, and then the team shows up. That's the first part of Temple of Time. The second part of Temple of Time is like an actual story.
McAllister, demolitions expert.
I got a question for you guys. Since Kaguya and Kurisu are the only two who have won on their first go round, who do you guys think would win if we had a contest with just those two now?
Kaguya versus
Kaguya.
Kurisu?
Kaguya.
Kaguya for sure.
You think
I mean,
so?
I don't-
Kurisu
yeah.
still does really
He's
well
the
in this
flat.
contest.
I don't
Like,
know.
even with-
Yeah,
Hmm.
but
She
like
does really well.
I think like for me, I feel like I would vote for the better character, and I think it's like no question. Like who even remembers Kurisu anymore? Like she
Wow.
barely was even in the latest reiteration of Steins Gate, so like she can't be all that good, right?
This is not even remotely baity. Like no one is buying this. No one is buying this. Even on your birthday.
Not even so far away from that hook. It's
I
just
know.
no.
Wait, hang on. Just a random question. Was Megumi not available, eligible in Wait, what am I talking about? She didn't fucking win. Never mind.
No,
Oh, it feels bad.
Rem wasn't eligible. Rem won it the year after she was eligible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because no one else has
second
won
time.
the first year they were out. Well, Lelouch did, and then, yeah, Lelouch won too. But Lelouch has fallen off, unfortunately.
Ever since he was, he needs a resurrection.
Yeah, unfortunately, the resurrection did not resurrect him.
God, my favorite is still the Misako one. The best girl part.
that is
like,
the best.
three.
That is like
Yeah.
high key the best contest.
Like
Definitely
the
the best
53rd
contest we've
seed.
ever had in the history of the
It's
subreddit.
the best contest.
The
I
What if we
opposite.
get a
best-
bracket of the contests, not the ones who won them, but the contests themselves?
Look at that. Sakura Chiyo, 13th seed.
I
Let's go
know.
back to those days.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. The Rem with the upset over Aqua. Oh, that was so good. Asuna winning was also crazy. I don't
Okay,
really
Best
understand
Girl
where
5
that
is
came from.
definitely the worst, right? Like we're on the same page.
Which
What, best girl 6?
5.
5 was the Rem versus Amelia one?
No, Rem versus did Rem go against Amelia?
No.
Maz- No, Rem
Uh,
went against Aqua in the finals.
Yeah.
Oh, Aqua, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
think
wasn't
that,
If it
that
was
was
against
a
Amelia, that's a
pretty shitty
different gameplay. That's different.
Yeah.
That's funny. But no, I think if I would like rank best girl winners, I don't know. It's so funny how Yukino's win in Best Girl 2 is still like the most salty the sub has ever
God,
been.
Best Girl 2 is
No
the
one-
worst. Best Girl 2 is
not
the
that
worst one of all time. I will forever
You
hate
couldn't mention
Yukino.
Yukino on the sub for an entire year. People would get so pissed and like downvote you. Like,
And
he's
now
great.
here's Mai doing really well, so people have gotten over it, I guess,
Well, I don't know.
Because they're the same character.
because
Well,
they look identical.
I love.
People
Yeah, I
were
love that
very
meme.
good. People were very into
Want
it.
to copy your homework? Sure, just make it not obvious. No.
Oh, I just have a funny meme. Someone posted this manga panel of Kaguya saying, "During my first year in junior high, I had a lucky bullseye. All I've done since then is repeat that exact motion, and that's what she did in the contest." So,
God, I still get pissed every time I see 2.2 too.
see what?
I see 2, but because it was also, but also I really
Oh
love
my God, Saber
the
lost.
best part. Yeah, the best part of we didn't get the Fate Bowl. We should have gotten the Fate Bowl.
Yes, that was the year for the Fate Bowl.
It was
Yeah.
the best year for the Fate Bowl. UBW
God.
was going on.
And-
Rit had the number 1 seed. Saber had the number 3 seed. It was like everything was lining up for the
Memes
Fate
were
Bowl.
good. The memes were good. I
we
remember
needed either the Fate Bowl or the Origairu Bowl, but we didn't even get either of them.
I remember being in like fun fact, like I didn't run Best Girl 1 and 2. Like you guys probably know that, but listeners might not. So like I was participating with this. And you know, it happens each time where you're like, okay, Senjo Gahara versus Senjo versus what is it? Yukino, and then Saber versus Yui. Like we either get the Origairu Bowl or we get Saber versus Senjo. Everyone agreed Senjo and Saber should be in the final. We only get one, so it's like, okay, this sucks. And then Saber didn't even win. So it's like, this mega sucks. All of this sucks. So like nothing worked. Yeah. Nothing worked. But
the Misaka Megumi one, like Megumi one almost came back because like Misaka had that crazy run to the top 8 as the 70th seed.
Yeah.
And then won it all as the 50-something seed. Like,
yep.
We're never gonna see that again.
One could say it's all been downhill after Best Girl 3, but I like this result.
Say it's all come tumbling down.
It's all come tumbling down.
I will say something kind of disappointing about my not winning is that this meme that this guy posted didn't come true. Where in Bakano, or no, sorry, Durarara. In Durarara, someone's reading Sword Art Online and Bunny Girl Senpai. Like, wow, they predicted the winners.
Damn.
Wait, can I wait? Show the meme. Show the meme. Show the
it's
meme.
right. It's on screen.
No, you scrolled over it.
It's right. Well, I'm on it right now. It's just wait for it.
Because you went back up to it.
Just
fuck. Oh, there it is. Bam.
Yeah.
Someone said the one downvote on this video is a My fan, and that's 2 now.
Wait,
so.
Bunny Girl Senpai was going around 5 years ago. That's crazy.
I'm not sure if someone edited that honestly, because I think that's actually Railgun. I think that's kind of edited. Because I remember that shot.
Then...
well, because they had I remember something where it was like I'm not sure actually, because they had something with Spice and Wolf and and Index was in the actual show.
2014 is when Bunny Girl
came out in 2014. Yeah.
Oh, it must be it. Maybe they did good job. I don't know. Time to watch the show and find out.
Bungo,
they would just a really good edit. Yeah. But
it
is good. Props to whoever made it.
Yeah, if someone made it and edit, good job. If it's actually in the show, also good job.
Also, very good job. Yes.
Yeah. I feel bad, but I gotta head out.
All right.
It's the end of another stream, but
we should be about done. I don't know what else.
Yeah,
we have to
I think we've pretty much covered it.
I feel bad cutting this off, but
oh, you're fine.
Thank you. Everyone.
It's your contest. You get to do whatever you want.
Shot says, "All right, the contest is over.
We're
over. Done here.
Done.
Let's go home."
I don't know why this is open.
Yeah, but thank you to. It's not. Jag says it's not edited, so, I mean, I'll take his word for it. Okay, whatever. Good job, Jag. But thanks to everyone who participated, and thanks to everyone who made fun memes and did stats and things. Thank you all to you guys for doing so many streams, especially when I had to bounce and not do them. So
no problem. It's fun.
Yeah, thanks. It was great to learn how streaming actually works on YouTube, because that is not something I understood, and now I've learned. Yeah.
Now you understand it a bit better. It's still fucking nonsense, but.
Before we head out, real quick, I want to hear everyone's predictions for next year. Like one word. You don't even have to give an explanation. Who you think it's gonna be?
We were talking.
I think Mai will win next year.
You think Mai will win next year?
Yeah.
Hayasaka.
Go.
Hayasaka.
Ooh.
I am interested in seeing how popular Hayasaka will be next year. That's an interesting one.
Weathering with you.
No.
That's my prediction.
Shinkai
I'm gonna
Bowl.
go with that.
Finals between
Shinkai Bowl. Hell
and
yeah.
Rainy
Mitsuha
Tamako.
versus the Weathering Girl.
Well,
I'm gonna go with Aqua.
Ooh.
Okay.
Aqua or Emilia, I feel like.
Oh.
Maybe Emilia. Yeah.
Emilia with ReZero Season 2.
Yeah.
Maybe. That might be it.
I think next year will be definitely like a repeat show.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since we've had
reruns.
there are no new shows this year, so it'll be something new.
It's all season 2s, and all the new stuff is bad. So it's not gonna be anything new, no.
You know who's gonna be next year? It's really gonna be Rika, baby. Rika won the contest. Rika's always the winner.
This is her year.
Congrats, Rika.
Super Mario Brothers 2.
Super Mario Brothers
every year.
Best girl every year.
Yep.
Rika Takanashi. So yeah, so once again, thank you everyone for tuning in to all these streams. Thanks a lot for following along. Thank you, Shaw, for hosting this stream yet another year. I know it's been stressful,
It's
a
been
little more than
interesting.
more sometimes. And yeah, and anyone who wants to keep up with us, check out the Discord where we're going to be doing things. All the emotes are grayed out, but they're going to come back on Wednesday. I'm going to put them back on Wednesday, and then we're going to add we're going to finally do the thing we said we would, where
Yes.
we have
Yes.
yeah, we're going to open up
An
submissions
emote
for new
bracket for our
emotes.
Discord.
Yeah.
Emo
And I'm
bracket,
going to
that's
add
what
a
real
Rika
bad-
emote. We're going to have a new Rika emote to congratulate
She
her for
deserves it.
winning the contest.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. One final thank you.
Thank you all.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close this
Go
game.
home.
Let's go.
Until next year. Peace.